Watford nil, Watford 3, Liverpool nil. So confident am I that Liverpool have won this game in the back of my head. So many times have I come on here and said Liverpool have won that I even started that one subconsciously by saying Watford nil. And anyway, Watford 3, Liverpool nil, and a thoroughly deserved victory for Nigel Pearson's side. Congratulations to them. It was a victory they earned in every way, shape or form. They outworked us in every department. They wanted it more than we did. They were by far the better team today. So look, there's nothing that we can say, ladies and gentlemen, other than to congratulate Watford on a very, very good result. We'll talk about Dejan Lovren, but I promise you, every fibre of my being right now is saying Dejan Lovren, Dejan Lovren, Dejan Lovren. How dare you, Dejan Lovren? No, Dejan Lovren. No, sir. But Dejan Lovren has gone and gone full Dejan Lovren, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this stream is live, because for me, it's not working. I hope that we're live on YouTube. 1 second. Let me just refresh this and see if we are or not. Are we good? Are we live? This is like my third attempt at starting this stream. I think I've made an absolute mess of it. Let me just pop out the chat and see if we are live. Are we good? Live, yes. Happy? It's live. Brilliant. Anyway, congratulations to Watford. That was a horrendous result for Liverpool and a horrendous performance. But things like these are going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. There are going to be afternoons like this. Watford deserved their victory, and it's important that we talk about that. It's important that we congratulate them on a job well done, because we've got to be magnanimous in defeat. But I tell you one thing, and I said this during the stream, and I got to stand by what I said. For me, I hope Dejan Lovren never pulls on a Liverpool shirt again. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of defending him. I'm sick of him coming in and putting in average performances. He was out-muscled by Troy Deeney in every department today. He was his bitch, and there is nothing else to say about that. But congratulations to Watford. It's really important that we put out that point there. Congratulations to them. If they play like that for the rest of the season, they're going to have no problem staying up. If they put in that kind of a shift, work as hard as they did, fair play to them. I mean, I've nothing but respect for them and their performance. We didn't want it as much as them today. And this is a league where you can't be at 50%. This is a league where you've got to go out there week in and week out and give it all you've got. Shit's going to happen. A little bit shocked, if I'm being honest. I don't care about the unbeaten run. I mean, you can go back and watch the streams. I've said it time and time again. I was never thinking about being invincible. I always thought we'd break the 100 points barrier, and I still believe we'll do that quite comfortably. But the talk of being invincibles and stuff like that, you don't have those conversations until you're into the final 4, 5, 6 games of the season maybe. And today we went out there and put in a performance that, if we're being quite honest and frank about this, a performance that's been coming. We got away with it against West Ham. We didn't play well at all, and we got away with it. Today, we didn't get away with it. Today, we were found out, and today, the better team took the 3 points. And all we can do, ladies and gentlemen, is take it on the chin. These guys will learn from it. I've no doubt about that. And they have a chance to put it right away against Chelsea in the FA Cup on Tuesday. And it's over to those guys. As much as we're hurting as fans, as much as we're annoying about stuff like that, or annoyed about stuff like this, shit happens. And look, to all you Arsenal fans that are watching, and I know that there's a load of you watching in the chat, and I know there's a load of you that are going to come in and you're going to talk about your own invincible season. Let me just point something out. Firstly, you're shit, soz. Secondly, you couldn't even beat Olympiacos. Thirdly, we've already won as many games this season as you won in that invincible season. And you're talking about something that happened, 16 fucking years ago, like you're still relevant. So Arsenal fans can fuck off. Nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody cares about your tin pot little club. Go fuck yourself. So we'll push that to one side. Just get that out of the way before I have to deal with all this Arsenal bollocks that comes in. You're irrelevant. Nobody cares about your club. Nobody cares what you have to say. Your fan channel is there to be laughed at by the rest of the world, because we love laughing at your tin pot club. Okay? So we'll push that over to one side now, and we'll go on and talk about the game. Right, let me dip into the chat and see how everybody's feeling. I'm not even going to ask for man of the match today, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think we deserve to have a conversation about man of the match. I don't think we deserve to even give one of those players man of the match. Troy Deeney or Sarr were man of the match. They deserve that award. Absolutely gutted, said Callum Owen. I'm bored of Salah playing safe away from home. Look, don't start pinning this on Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino. The forwards can't bail us out every single week. Every one of those players today were awful. God awful. Every single one of them. And that's got to be the honest assessment of this. Watford earned that win. They deserve that win. We were poor. I don't even know what else to say. I don't want to make excuses. I want to give the credit to Watford because they deserve their win and they outfought us and they outmuscled us. And it was like men against boys at times tonight, particularly with Troy Deeney. He absolutely bullied our back four for the entire game, ran us ragged. Dejan Lovren is a shambles. He's a shambles. There's no two ways about it. He is an accident. I said it in the first half when it was 0-0. Go back and watch the stream. I said he's an accident waiting to happen, and he always fucking happens. That's the problem. But then again, we brush this shit aside and we'll move on. We don't really care. We lost the game. Shit happens. You're always going to lose games of football. We've been lucky enough that we've gone do these streams and we've been watching this club this season. We've played 28 games, won 26, drawn 1 and lost 1. Any other club out there would give the right testicle to have that amount of points and that run. So I want to congratulate Jurgen Klopp and those boys on putting together that unbeaten run that they did. It was tremendous. To go and put together 38 or 39 games in a row without losing it is fucking ridiculous. So congratulations to them. There are still plenty of points to play for this season, and there's still plenty of things for us to work towards. We can of course break Manchester City's 100 points record. That'll be lovely to do that. We will win the league. It's just a matter of if and not when. But days like this will happen, and we need, as fans and as a club, to brush ourselves off and don't let this trip us up, and don't let this cause a bit of a domino effect. I mean, I'm looking back through the goals here, and it was all far too easy. Too many things straight down the centre, and I don't know. I don't want to come on and make excuses, because there are no excuses to make. All we can say is we were beaten by the better team. It is that straightforward. What do you guys think about today? Let me hand it over to you and let you get your frustrations out. We still have an unbeaten home streak, said Matthew. Almost 3 years, buddy. To all the Arsenal fans dribbling over their desk and something that happened 15 years ago. Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that, said Connor Scoreline 17. At least Minamino played well. No, he didn't. None of them played well. Takumi came on and was pretty much invisible. The passes were overhit. The runs in behind were mistimed. We were too slow in possession of the football. We couldn't break down a stubborn Watford team who got back into shape and made it difficult for us. But that's life. That's football. Liz said Watford with a better team today. Good for them. We should sign Nathan Woods, a youngster and a centre-back, said Jaqueen 95. I think we missed our captain today, said Shanzo. Definitely. Look, not having Jordan Henderson out there, we said it against West Ham as well. You can see what he brings to the team. You can see what's missing when he isn't there. And sometimes it takes situations like that, a player not to be available for us to realise what we have. And I'm looking at this, particularly the second goal now. It's just horrendous. The ball's out on the touchline. Robbo allows... Look, I'm going to watch it here now. So Fabinho heads it. The ball ricochets, is on the sideline. It goes down the line. Robbo bitches out of a tackle. The ball's played under his foot and Sarr straight in behind, lifts it over Alisson, and it's 2-0. That's shambolic. Lovren is championship level, said Ibrahim. Lovren can be fantastic on his day, but Lovren has nowhere near enough of those days to make up for the headaches and the mistakes and the brain farts and being switched off and being bullied. I'm baffled, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are, as to why Matip didn't start the game today. But it's easy for us to talk about this in hindsight. It's easy for us to look clever after the fact. But there were some Liverpool fans before the game who said to me, why is Matip not starting? Why is Lovren starting? People were already worried. Liverpool have a dip and that's impacted us, but we've learned from our mistakes, said Joshua. Sarr was some player, said CD. Yeah, look, credit. Sarr was fantastic today. Murphy, what the fuck are you laughing at? Honestly, you're like, opposition fans, this is how big we are as a football club and how good we are, that these sad fucks have nothing else to celebrate than the fact that we lost. Fair play, we lost. Shit happens, but the fact that other clubs are so low and so bad that all you can do is come in and have a pop at us when we lose, it's hilarious. It makes me smile, really, knowing that the highlight of your weekend is Liverpool dropping points. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing, ladies and gents. It was our mentality, said Brandon. Keita was so bad last week. Said Rafa, Origi needs to be sold and Michael Edwards getting 30 million. Why? Again, I mean, I can understand people being upset, but if you're going to single out anybody today, for me, Lovren was the worst performer on that pitch. Origi was a substitute, so I don't know why calling for him to be sold comes into your head. But hey, again, you're all entitled to vent, and please do so. Need to give us a kick up the arse for the next few weeks to push on in all competitions and then at gaming. Kyle Walker will be partying, said Adam Whitehead. Look, these things happen. We've got to take it on the chin. We've got to understand that we're not invincible. We won't be invincible this season. But as other people have pointed out on social media, we've walked the league. We have absolutely dominated the league and will continue to do so for the rest of it. We're still in the FA Cup. We've got a job to do in the Champions League against a good Atletico team. Not as good as they were in years gone past, but still a very good team. And let's hope we can get that job done in a few weeks' time. As a Man United fan, enjoy the title. Liverpool are the best team, said Roger. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the super chat and appreciate you being kind enough to come in and say that. Thought VVD was very poor today, said Aston. I agree with you, mate. The whole back four were terrible. Not too much Alisson could have done, to be fair. I don't really want to be pointing a finger at him. Ryan Evans said, congratulations to Watford, but some of their fans' behaviour was atrocious, sinking to Manchester United levels with their songs. I didn't hear anything. I watched the games on mute because of, the watchalongs and copyright and stuff, so for me I couldn't hear what was being sung. Fabio, said, don't worry, mistakes happen. Hey, I'm not worried, mate. Whatever happens, I'm proud of this group. We're going to come on here and talk about frustrations. Of course we are. We are frustrated. But we'd be this way if we lost. This was the third game of the season we lost. We're disappointed because we lost a game of football that we didn't play well in. I'm not disappointed because of an unbeaten record or anything like that. I'm just disappointed that we lost a game of football. But we've been very blessed that we haven't had to be on here having these conversations very often because this group of players are amazing. The manager is amazing. The record has been amazing. We'll continue to be amazing. But days like today are going to happen. And we've got to be big enough to take it on the chin and congratulate our opponents. We should have played Vandenberg or Matip instead. Look, I'm not going to hide. I don't want Dejan Lovren starting for us again. That whatever I take from today or whatever I say, whether it be in anger or whether it be in frustration, I will stand over the fact that I don't want Dejan Lovren to play for Liverpool Football Club again because I'm sick of it. I'm sick to death of his errors and his brain farts and him being more concerned about wrestling with an opponent and not even winning that fucking wrestling match, by the way. Every time he was out-muscled by Troy Deeney. Every time. One time he actually was too busy wrestling with Troy Deeney that he didn't see the ball bouncing over his head and Watford get in behind and score. It's just time and time again. There's no defending it anymore. I think that might spur us on. Lovren needs to go. I've said it all season, said Yesbull. Craig, one of my mates, just said Chelsea were bad for losing to Bayern. What do I say? Chelsea? What? I don't know what to say, mate. I don't really care about Chelsea, if I'm being honest. Alan Thomas said, we lost, bound to happen. Now let's win some trophies. Yes, I agree with you, Alan. There's still a lot to play for, mate. This title is coming. It's just 4 more games. I mean, we could have been 3. 4 more to go now. FA Cup's big on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that game. I'm interested to see what team Klopp puts out there, how strong he goes. I'm fairly convinced Lampard will go quite strong in that game because he'll want to win a trophy in his first season. I really don't know what else to say. I don't want to sit here and make excuses because I thoroughly believe Watford deserve credit today and they should be proud of the performance that they've put in. And I don't really have an excuse to make. I'm not going to come on and start trying to make them. We were beaten by a better team. It's as simple as that. Robbo wasn't playing his normal high intensity. They could be tired. I mean, let's be fair. These guys have been through it this season as well. Over the past 24 months or so, this Liverpool team have been playing at a level with an intensity that isn't always able to be replicated. And when it's not replicated, sometimes this happens. And as I've said, we've got away with it a few times this season. But yeah, shit happens. I see all the opposition fans growing a pair of balls now coming in and saying Liverpool are shite. As I said at the start of the stream, every single one of you fuckers would crawl over broken glass to be in the position that Liverpool are in now. So enjoy your moment. Enjoy your little pop at us. I mean, we'll take it on the chin. But the fact of the matter is, you stupid little fucks, we're going to walk this league title. We're going to break 100 points. We're going to go down as the best team in Premier League history because the points won't be able to be argued with. We could potentially go on and lift another trophy as well this season. We're the reigning European champions. We're the reigning world champions. We're the reigning Super Cup champions. And if you think that you can come in and belittle our club, then quite frankly, you're all a bunch of idiots and you can suck my nuts. It's as simple as that. I will defend my club to the last. Arsenal fans, your club's shit. United fans, you're shit. Anybody else that's coming in, I don't care. I'm only concerned about Liverpool Football Club. I'm not in opposition fans' chats talking about your clubs because you're all fucking irrelevant to me. I only care about Liverpool Football Club. Rabadan said lots of happy gooners tonight. Imagine, like, we how long were we told that we lived in the past? Arsenal fans' biggest fucking achievement this season is us not breaking their invincible record. We've already won the same amount of games and we still have 10 left to play. That says it all, really. We have 10 games left to play and we're already have the same amount of wins as the Arsenal Invincibles had. So I don't know what else to say about that. We know we can respond after the results at John Irwin. We did it when we lost to Barca last year, so we can do it again. By the way, fair play to Watford. I'm loving the fact that so many of you guys and ladies have come in and congratulated Watford, because that's the right thing to do here. See, Arsenal said on Twitter, I did, yeah, Connor told me that they came on and congratulated Liverpool for a very good run, and that's very classy of them indeed. Fair play to Arsenal. Again, Leon, we will get over it quick, mate. This won't bother us. We're on the way to winning the league, buddy. This is just a blip on the road. Kev said Brian Morrissey is a melt. There you go. Thank you. Only paid £2 for the fact. Oh, shots fired. Chief for Sutherland, how are you, buddy? Said, come on, lads, we got dreams and songs to sing. Look, mate, we're going to be celebrating in a few weeks' time. And we're going to be celebrating 30 years of hurt going off our shoulders. And we're going to do it properly. And we're going to enjoy it. And we're going to celebrate a group of players and the manager that have brought us to levels that we haven't been to in a very long time. And that's it. Like, this is just a loss. It's a blip. Shit happens. Again, I want to say thank you, by the way, to everyone that's gone over and downloaded the Hot Mic app. We're really close to 1,000 followers on there. And when we hit there, as promised, we'll give away a €50 Amazon gift card to one of you guys. If you haven't downloaded the app yet, please do look in the link below of the stream. Or the description, I should say. There's a link directly to download the app. Put in the code Anfield Agenda on there. All capital letters. All one word. And yeah, as soon as we hit that 1,000, boom. If you don't know what Hot Mic is, it's a brilliant new app that allows you to sync our match commentary up to your television. It's class. Hope this wakes the team up, said Nathan. Hold your head up till the end, said Chief for Sutherland. I'm pissed, but they deserved it, or deserved to them, said LFC Loper. Plus we'll be fighting for the league for seasons to come. We're in a good place, said Stephen Booker. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of the response from Liverpool fans in the chat, because yeah, we're all frustrated, yeah, we're all annoyed, yeah, we're all fed up of looking at Dejan Lovren's shitty performances like that, but at the end of the day, we know what the bigger picture is, and we know what's coming in a few weeks time, and we know what Hendo will be doing on May the 9th when he's doing his little shuffle, lifting that Premier League trophy aloft. We know there's good times to look forward to. I'd give Williams a shot at right back, said Danny Kinsella. Trent is defensively awful. I wouldn't go as far as to say he's awful, but he definitely can work on that side of his game, Danny, and I think he will, mate, as time goes on. Kloppo's been interviewed now, so I'm going to pause my TV so I can watch it back after the stream. JJ said Lovren can't start again this season. I'd go a bit further, mate. I want him gone in the summer. I think he will be going anyway. We've been saying that for weeks, but to me, my relationship with Lovren ended today after another shambolic performance. What have we got? The absence of Hendo was felt, said Marco Parco tonight. Agree with you, Marco. We played poorly for quite a few times this season, and this time half time didn't sink in. Can let it all out in Chelsea, said Neo Clans. Yeah, look, we've got away with it a few times this season by digging in, our forwards bailing us out. Yeah, we have. We haven't been at a height for a while. And the game against Atletico, we lost deservedly. The game against Watford today, we lost deservedly. We grinded it out against West Ham at home. And we need to learn from this and move forward. But we will, of course we'll learn from it. Credit to Watford, to Joe Harvey, stung by the Hornets. Again, yeah, all fair comments. Liverpool seem tired, said Leon. Probably are a little bit, Leon, yeah, but we've no excuses. We have a big enough squad that we can rotate if the manager needs to. I mean, looking at the players that were out unavailable today, so Keita out, Milner out, Gomez out, Shaqiri out, but then we still had on the bench Minamino, Lallana, Origi, Matip, Jones, Hoover. We still have plenty of options, and it wasn't options that cost us today. It was just a shit performance that cost us, and a really good performance from Watford. Time we wake up now, said George. Next game is the real test, I suppose, said Grant. The back pass from Trent on the Deeney goal was idiotic, said R2 Dan2. Not as idiotic as Dejan Lovren hanging out of him and falling to the ground, mate, before that. But at least I think I'm thinking of the same goal anyway. Tom Morgan said, I've never been so fuming. I have. If you watched Liverpool as long as we all have, we've probably all had moments where we've lost the plot. Henderson is so important, said Dark Knight. We can focus on the treble now, said Black Goku. Push Trent into midfield and get Ricardo Pereira. He's a great fullback, to be fair, Alex. Yeah, all of us on the channel are actually pretty big fans of Ricardo Pereira. He's an excellent player. Alan said, I don't care what we do, but Lovren is a complete liability at Liverpool and he's completely out of his league. Watford were average, but took 3 great chances. I think, to be fair, Alan, you're being a little bit overly, or you're a little bit, what's the phrase I'm looking for? You're doing Watford badly. I think Watford worked their asses off. They defended manfully. They got back and made their tackles. When they lost the ball in attack, they got back into position very quickly and they worked their asses off. I think Watford, I think they played really well and deserved their win. That's my thoughts on that anyway. Missed Milner or Hendo type player today, said Al Mitch. Trent won't play as well in midfield. The style of play suits the wing, said Callum. Just made me sad, Craig, even though we'll win the league, but still, look, it's football. We all know. We've been watching it long enough, or you guys probably playing it as well. These things happen. And we just take it on the chin. We take our licks. We take the banter from opposition fans. And we give it back to them in tenfold when we lift the league title. It's as simple as that. We're going to win this league and win it by a long, long, long way. They did defend very well. Height advantage used very... Yes, that's a really good point, actually. Dunnick get in. They did use the height well. They went through the centre so many times, allowed or hoped that they were going to bully us in attack, which they did with Troy Deeney. He was excellent today. But we should have known that was coming, and it panned out as it did, so it is what it is. Congrats on the Premier League. Nice to see a red team winner for once, said Vanex. Thank you very much, mate. What else was there? Probably been harsh on Watford, I'll take that back, but Lovren's horrendous, Alan. I agree with you on the Lovren thing, mate. No argument whatsoever. If Gomez played, this wouldn't have happened, but he didn't, and it did, so we are where we are. Alara said, I think we were mentally tired and assumed they would just beat Watford. Probably. I mean, they probably looked at the Watford that was deflated when they went 1-0 down to United. But they weren't deflated today. They were at it from the start, and we knew in a half time, we said we need a much better performance in the second half, and it never ever came. We never even looked like we were going to score today. Complacency, reckons Tom Morgan. Lallana was very close from hitting the post. Yeah, it was a good shot, to be fair. Nice, chested it down well, hit it with his left foot outside of Foster's post. I'm a Swansea fan, Craig. Brewster has a bright future, said Clarence Thomas. I see he scored again for you guys today, mate. And or is it Clarence or Kieran? Excuse me, Kieran Thomas. My apologies, mate. Yeah, he scored for you guys again today, and I hope he continues to. Could have been worse. Could have lost 3-2 away to Norwich, said Ryan Evans. we didn't have the same intensity that we usually had, said Arash. And I have to admit that we were off it and we lost, said Anthony Davis. Better on the day, Lovren just not with it. This Watford's second game since the winter break. Is it? Jesus, you'd expect us to have played more than that. When will we win the league? 4 more wins, Finn. 4 more wins, mate, and we've got it done. The winter break may not have been so beneficial. Yeah, we're not we're not great after an L warm weather break, right? Are we? Yeah, it never works out too well for us. But look, it is what it is. We are where we are. Again, look, if I can ask you all one favour, as disappointed as you are this weekend, please do go over and download that Hot Mic app. Put in the code Anfield Agenda, all capital letters, all one word. And hopefully when we're streaming on Tuesday, we'll be giving away a €50 Amazon gift card to somebody. We won't be streaming tomorrow because it's my anniversary, as I said, so I'm going to be spending time with my good lady wife. I will see you guys on Monday and we'll do a full preview of the FA Cup game against Chelsea. Again, I want to take a second to say congratulations to Watford today on a well-deserved win. Outplayed us, outworked us in every department. Thoroughly deserved to beat us by 3-0. I'll see you guys on Monday for that preview of the Chelsea game. Try and enjoy your weekend as best as you can. 4 more wins to go, ladies and gentlemen, and that Premier League title is there, so don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you too much. And lots of love to each and every one of you and to your families. Have a lovely weekend. Up the motherfucking Reds.